Behind every legend lies a reason. This is Myth and Motive.
Hello everyone, the Sahara Desert is certainly no stranger to us. This is the largest hot desert in the world, located in North Africa and spanning across 11 countries. With an area of approximately 9.2 million square kilometers, the Sahara occupies most of North Africa, stretching from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Red Sea in the east, and from the Mediterranean Sea in the north to near Central Africa in the south. The Sahara is famous for its extremely arid climate and high temperatures. During the day, temperatures can reach over 50 degrees Celsius, while at night temperatures can drop sharply, even to near freezing. Although the Sahara is known for its vast sand dunes, in reality, this desert also has various terrains such as rocky mountains, plateaus, gravel plains, and lush oases that easily captivate anyone who sets foot here. However, this is also a mysterious land with secrets from thousands of years ago. Today, let's explore the fascinating Sahara together, a place that is harsh yet full of allure.
1. Only 30% of the Sahara is sand. Although the Sahara is often imagined as an endless sea of sand, only about 30% of its area is actually sand. This area is covered by other types of terrain. Rocky plateaus occupy the majority of the Sahara.
These plateaus are formed from large rock slabs with flat or rugged surfaces. Gravel plains covered with gravel and small stones are also common terrain types in the desert and can extend for hundreds of kilometers.
The Sahara also has many mountain ranges like Hagar and Tibesti with towering peaks. Additionally, the desert has dry valleys called wadis, where water occasionally flows after rare rains.
Most notably are the lush green oases. Despite the extremely harsh temperatures, there are underground water sources beneath the desert. Underground rivers flowing from the Atlas Mountains rise to the surface, creating oases that account for over 2% of the total. In the oases, rows of tall palm trees both prevent sand encroachment and provide food sources for the inhabitants.
Oases serve as centers for economic activities in the desert.
Settlers in the oases practice farming and are called palm dwellers. Meanwhile, nomadic peoples like the Arabs and Berbers in the northern Sahara must live in tents, searching for places with water and grass, hence called camel dwellers. 2. The mystery of the giant eye in the heart of the desert. In the middle of the Sahara Desert lies a great mystery that has attracted the scientific community, a giant eye. How this strange structure was formed remains unexplained. The Richat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara. The Blue Eye of Africa is located in the Sahara Desert near the town of Ouaddaine, Islamic Republic of Mauritania. For decades, this unique eye has been the subject of research by many leading experts and scientists from various countries.
This unique structure was discovered when scientists conducted space missions and photographed the Earth's surface in 1965.
According to scientists, the Eye of the Sahara has a diameter of over 40 kilometers. This special structure resembling a human eye can be clearly seen. What's unique is that the structure has the shape of a human or animal eye. When viewed from above, the giant eye in the Sahara Desert is a massive geological structure with multiple concentric elliptical rings. Many hypotheses have been proposed to explain the formation of the Richat structure. Among these, some scientists speculate that this special structure was formed by a meteorite impact. However, this hypothesis is opposed by many scientific experts because no evidence of molten rock has been found. Some researchers also speculate that the Richat structure was formed about 300 million years ago. It was formed by land erosion from the end of the Proterozoic era to the middle of the Ordovician period. One hypothesis that has gained much support is the view of two Canadian geologists, passionate scientists Martin and Michael Zabri, from the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences at the University of Quebec, Montreal. They believe that the formation of the Richat structure began over 100 million years ago. At that time, the supercontinent Pangaea was splitting apart due to plate tectonics. This caused the areas of Africa and South America to move away from each other. Molten rock rose to the surface but didn't spread out, instead forming a dome with multiple rock layers.
This process also created fault lines surrounding and running along the eye.
This event simultaneously dissolved the limestone near the center of the eye, causing the limestone to collapse and form a special type of rock called breccia. Even one hypothesis speculates that the Richat structure might be the remaining trace of a civilization that disappeared thousands of years ago.
Some people believe that the Eye of the Sahara is actually the ruins of the city of Atlantis, which according to Plato was described as concentric circles of water and land.
Although many hypotheses like these have been proposed, the mystery of the Eye of the Sahara remains an unsolved enigma. 3. Unique tribe. Men wear veils. Women are allowed multiple lovers.
For centuries, the nomadic Tuareg tribe has traveled throughout the Sahara Desert, scattered from Libya to Algeria, Niger, and Mali in Africa according to their ancestral culture.
The men of the tribe are called the Blue People of the Sahara because the dye from their special veils seeps into their facial skin, creating a mysterious appearance.
But behind this ancient way of life
Is a very progressive culture that might even make some Westerners blush.
although the tribe follows Islam.
They have some customs that most Muslims don't accept.
For example, women don't have to wear face veils, but men do. Women showing their faces openly is
Certainly not the only thing that makes the Tuareg different from Muslim communities in the Middle East or other cultures worldwide.
Before marriage, women are free to have as many lovers as they want. Tuareg men can go to a young woman's tent, sneak inside while his camel waits quietly outside. In the tent, they will spend the night together while the woman's family also lives in a large tent with separate spaces, pretending not to notice. If the woman wants to welcome another man into her tent the next day, she can completely do so without being judged.
However, the Tuareg also has some rules that no one dares to break.
Privacy is important to this ancient tribe. Men must always leave the woman's tent before sunrise. Thanks to their liberal sexual customs, girls typically marry later than those in tribes with strict customs. Few Tuareg girls marry in their 20s. To express affection for a girl, Tuareg men who have their own language often write poetry.
In return, the girls also write poetry to send to their love.
Unlike many other cultures, women don't lose power after marriage. Although visitors to Tuareg nomadic camps often underestimate women's power in the tent, thinking their only tasks are cooking and caring for children.
But in reality, women own the entire tent and animals, invaluable resources for the Tuareg people in the middle of the Sahara Desert. However, women having relations with multiple men can cause hepatitis A, jaundice and abdominal pain, contract E. coli virus causing diarrhea, urinary tract HPV infection causing penile cancer, rectal cancer, genital warts, syphilis, chancres, and HIV at high rates if no careful preventive measures are taken. Currently, the Strangest tribe has about over 100,000 people infected with HIV due to promiscuous sexual relations. About 10,000 years ago, the Sahara was not a desert but a fertile land with many large lakes and rivers. During this period, humans lived here, hunting and gathering and raising livestock.
Traces of this civilization are found through petroglyph rock paintings in the Tassili region of Algeria, depicting daily human life, animals, and rituals.
In the southern Mediterranean region, right in the middle of the Sahara Desert, scientists discovered several prominent ancient civilizations that rose and flourished before declining and being absorbed into other cultures.
Foremost among these was a group of people called the Garamantes. These people came to power in what is now called Libya around 500 BC and controlled this region for the next 1,000 years. They survived in the desert by digging deep wells into the ground. There, they could get water for fields, helping crops grow and survive. Although nomadic people, the Garamantes built quite an impressive civilization. They constructed architectural works, created art, established communities, and ultimately succeeded in living in one of the world's harshest climates. However, by the 7th century AD, water supplies depleted, forcing them to leave the desert and merge with other civilizations. The Sahara also had important trade routes.
Although not as famous as the Silk Road in Asia, the African Silk Road played a significant role, connecting North Africa and West Africa, through which goods like gold, salt, and fabrics were traded back and forth.
5.
Sanctuary of an extremely adorable animal species. If you think the desert only has ugly animals like geckos, monitor lizards, snakes, then you're mistaken. The Sahara Desert also has an incredibly cute furry animal called the sand cat. That's very difficult to encounter sand cats because they are extremely cautious. With small size, lightweight, and furry footpads, they hunt. And although living in a hot desert, sand cats still have thick, soft fur that is sand-colored or gray. Sahara sand cats can endure the desert's extreme temperatures, from daytime heat to nighttime cold.
They can live without drinking water for long periods, absorbing sufficient moisture from prey like birds, rodents, and insects. Contrary to their innocent and cute appearance, sand cats are dangerous predators. Even venomous snakes can become prey for these small cats.
Sand cats have large ears, low ear placement, and excellent hearing, allowing them to detect small sounds of prey, even when prey is hiding under sand.
This is very important in the desert environment, where rodents and insects often hide under sand to avoid daytime heat.
As nocturnal animals, sand cats hunt at night when desert temperatures are cooler.
They use darkness to conceal themselves and approach prey stealthily.
Sand cats' night vision is also well developed, helping them easily locate and attack prey. Sand cats are excellent at ambushing prey. They can lie still and wait for prey to approach before suddenly attacking quickly and accurately.
They can jump very far and fast to catch prey, especially agile species like birds or monitor lizards. These characteristics make Sahara sand cats one of the most cunning and efficient predators in the harsh desert environment, where finding food can be a major challenge.
Although one of the planet's harshest environments, the Sahara is still home to about 500 plant species. These plants have developed many special adaptive characteristics to survive in arid conditions, high sunlight, and very little rainfall. They develop deep and wide root systems to search for and absorb water from deep underground aquifers. Many plant species have succulent stems or small, hard leaves to minimize water loss through transpiration. Some species, like cacti, have even transformed leaves into spines to reduce water evaporation and protect themselves from herbivores.
Some desert plants have short life cycles, only germinating, growing, and flowering briefly after rare rainfalls.
They quickly complete their life cycle before conditions become harsh again.
Shrubs and grasses like camel grass, spurge, and plants in the cactus family are common in the Sahara. They often grow in areas around oases or places with groundwater. These plants not only adapt to harsh living conditions but also play important roles in the desert ecosystem,
providing food and habitat for animal species, as well as helping stabilize surface soil, preventing erosion and sand movement. Dust storms are characteristic and frequent weather phenomena in the Sahara, with great strength and scale, affecting not only the desert region but also spreading far to other continents. Due to high temperatures and low air pressure, low-pressure areas form and cause strong wind currents. These winds can reach high speeds, strong enough to lift sand and dust from the desert surface into the air. The flat ice surface of the desert, along with sparse vegetation, makes the soil easily swept away by the wind, leading to dust storms.
Saharan dust storms can span hundreds to thousands of kilometers, covering a vast area.
Dust clouds can reach up to several kilometers in the atmosphere. In May 2011, NASA's space agency recorded a dust storm up to 1,100 kilometers long in the Sahara. Just 500 more kilometers and this dust storm will be as long as the entire S-shaped strip of Vietnam. Sahara dust not only affects the desert region but is also carried far away by the wind, even crossing the Atlantic Ocean to reach the Americas. A large amount of Sahara dust annually travels through the Amazon, contributing essential minerals to the rainforest ecosystem.
Dust storms can affect the global climate by reflecting sunlight to cool the Earth's surface or by playing a role in cloud formation. Currently, some programs like Africa's Great Green Wall are attempting to plant trees along the desert to minimize erosion and limit the formation of dust storms. Each snowfall is a great surprise because the Sahara is one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. However, snow occasionally falls in the higher regions of the desert, particularly in areas near the Atlas Mountains, where temperatures can drop very low in winter. Although the Sahara is located near the Tropic of Cancer, which typically has a dry and hot climate, in winter, cold air currents from the north can move southward, especially when favorable weather conditions occur. The movement of cold air currents from Europe southward can create sudden cold spells, causing temperatures in the high regions of the Sahara to drop sharply, enough for snow to form and fall. If a rain event occurs simultaneously with a cold air mass, raindrops may freeze before reaching the ground, creating snow. In 1979, the phenomenon of snowfall was first recorded in the town of Ain Safra, located on the northern edge of the Sahara Desert in Algeria. Although this snowstorm lasted only about half an hour, it left a strong impression. By 2016, it snowed once again in Sahara in December 2016 with snow up to 40 centimeters thick in some areas.
This scene attracted significant attention from global media because this phenomenon is extremely rare. 2 years later, another snowfall also occurred in Sahara in January 2018. The snow fell densely and covered the red sand dunes, creating a magical and unique scene.
Snowfall in the Sahara is evidence that climate change can lead to extreme and unusual weather phenomena in areas we would not expect. The oldest pigment in the world was found in the Sahara Desert, and it has nothing to do with the ancient Akkad civilization. The Tashbinit mummy is the mummy of a small child discovered in a small cave in Wadi Mahujiyat, in the Akakis Mountains, Tadrat Akakis, Fezzan, Libya, by Professor Fabrizio Mori in 1958.
The fragrance is currently on display at the Issarai al-Hamra Museum in Tripoli.
S internal organs had been removed before it was hidden in the desert. It was discovered that primitive preservatives had been injected into the child. Considering the mummies found thousands of years later, it seems the ancient desert dwellers did quite well in preserving bodies. Carbon dating determined that the body died around 3000 BCE. This is an astonishing discovery because it means the Tashwinat mummy is about 1000 years older than the oldest known ancient Akkad mummies.
10. The giant book treasure in the heart of the desert. The city of Chingdeti is located in West Africa, Mauritania, and is a massive library in the middle of the vast desert. This city is renowned for its rich Islamic cultural heritage, unique architecture, and was one of the most important academic and religious centers in West Africa in the past. Here, there is a massive collection of books amounting to over 6,000 titles along with rare, precious manuscripts. This heritage has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, and Chingdeti was once considered the seventh city of Islam, thanks to its role as an important center of Islamic scholarship. Scholars and theologians from all over come here to study and teach. The city is famous for its ancient libraries containing thousands of precious manuscripts on religion, science, and philosophy. These libraries have been carefully preserved over many centuries and are an irreplaceable treasure trove of knowledge. The family libraries in Chingdeti contain rare gold leaf manuscripts written in Arabic, preserving knowledge of religion, astronomy, mathematics, and these libraries are a testament to the importance of academia in the city and have been preserved to this day.
Chingdeti was located on the main
caravan routes of the Sahara, where merchant caravans traded gold, salt, and other goods between North Africa and West Africa.
The city was once an important stop for merchants and pilgrims on their way to Mecca. One of the biggest challenges for Chingdeti is the encroachment of sand from the Sahara Desert.
The sand is gradually burying the city's buildings and streets, threatening the precious cultural heritage here.
11. The Sahara Desert is expanding.
The Sahara Desert is like a living creature because it is constantly growing. You might be surprised to learn that the Sahara Desert is now about 10% larger than it was 100 years ago. The natural climate cycles and the impact of human-induced climate change have influenced this development.
Climate change is increasing global temperatures and altering rainfall patterns.
Rising temperatures can lead to more intense evaporation, reducing water availability and promoting the expansion of desert areas.
The Sahara Desert and the Sahel to the south are war-torn, lawless, and dangerous regions.
With the desert rapidly expanding southward and encroaching on previously cultivated land at an unprecedented rate, this will be a challenging issue both now and in the future. Entire nations like Mali, Mauritania, and Burkina Faso are witnessing increasing insurgent and terrorist activities for many reasons. Desert expansion puts pressure on communities to survive in increasingly harsh conditions, quickly creating hotspots of tension. The wild, majestic, and deeply impressive beauty of the Sahara is beyond dispute. The Sahara is not only an attractive tourist destination but also a diverse cultural and historical center,
where ancient civilizations have left profound marks. The mysteries of ancient culture along with modern development in the region create a vivid picture of the desert's constant transformation. However, expanding desertification, intense dust storms, and water resource scarcity are all serious challenges that the world's largest desert is facing. These environmental issues not only impact the ecosystem but also affect the lives of millions of people living in and around the desert. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't.
Goodbye and see you again next time.
If the legend hooked you, subscribe and open the next case.